that he's a prisoner in Rome.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to make this clear. He's a prisoner in Rome, but not of Rome. All right? You see, he's a prisoner in Rome. And we know that he's a prisoner in Rome because this is where he wrote the book of Ephesians. Right. He's a prisoner in Rome. He wrote the book of Ephesians. But he's not a prisoner of Rome. And the reason why I say that is because he's not a prisoner of Rome. Because Rome, if you will, to his soul, is not in control of his soul. That's right. All right? That's what I mean. Since I am a prisoner of Christ, that means I'm saying that Christ is sole rule of my life and everything that I do. I'm a prisoner of Christ. He controls everything about my life. Rome didn't control everything about Paul's life. If they did, they would have stopped him from writing the book. He's a prisoner. He's a prisoner because he's a prisoner. He's a prisoner because he's a prisoner. Come on, I gotta see some lights. Come on. I need to see some lights. Some of y'all got it. Some of y'all got it. Because he's a prisoner of Christ, he's a prisoner in Rome. He's a prisoner of Christ. That's why he's a prisoner in Rome. We have prison ministries at Main Street. We have a lot of prison ministries. It's your pastor's fault. The pastor get hired at Main Street. He said, and I said, well, you know what? I just can't be sitting around doing nothing. I got to do something. And the prisoners are calling. Yeah, we'll come. Yeah, where you at? I'm just being sarcastic. Thank God we have the prison ministries. But we have these prison ministries at Main Street. And I'm going to the prison ministry. It kind of trips me out a little bit because some of these guys, they come up to you. And I don't want to talk about them real bad, but some of them, they come up to you and they say, yeah, I'm in prison. I'm locked up. I'm locked up like Paul. And I'm locked up like some of the saints. You know, I'm like Paul and Silas. And you know, and I hear that, I have to say to the boys, you know, I said, boys, you locked up.
Jesus.
You thought that you was going to live in a bed of ease, that everything was going to be peachy and hunky-dory. And let me tell you something. You call yourself a prisoner of Christ, you got to go through something. There was a murderer and an insurrectionist. Is that right? Yeah. And the murderer and the insurrectionist. The Bible said the murderer and the insurrectionist went free. Yes, sir. Is that right? Yes, sir. But Jesus Christ was crucified. Yeah. Here's the thing. The men who they proved to be a murderer and insurrectionist, they were free. But the man, the other man, who they found no fault in, they killed him. And then the people come preaching prosperity messages and tell us that everything's going to be all right, everything's going to be okay. And the reason why you have problems in your life because you don't have enough faith to believe that Jesus Christ will take care of all your problems. Now, you're going to have a problem today. If you're a prisoner. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Hey. So, the people always say, well, it's going to get better. Just keep trusting it. It's going to be all right. I understand. I know what they're saying. But it might not get better. It might not be all right. But how are we making it? We're making it because we're prisoners and Christ is going to get what we need. That's right. In the storm, he's with me. In the storm, he's with me. And in the storm, if he's pleased, he's able to get up and say, peace be still. And he's still with you. Like I said, he was on the ship. And they were in the storm. He was with them in the storm. Why did they capsize before they went to him? Because Jesus was with them. No, that but tell you, we might get killed. You ever read Fox's Books of Mars? Fox's Books of Mars, they were killing them left and right. Little dark ages. That's all that was back then. No, they doing it today. Somebody said that this was going to be a picnic. We have to suffer some things. We have to suffer through some things. Yes, sir. I'm a prisoner. I can't go nowhere. A lot of messes going on in Lexington. A lot of messes going on there. Main Street. You ain't saying no words about that. I can't go nowhere. I'm a prisoner. Somebody's going to have to preach the gospel. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him from them all. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. In this life, as a prisoner, we got to face enemies.
Yes, sir.
We do.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you think you don't have no enemies? Yes, you do. Yeah, but he's one. There's more than that. If you call yourself a prisoner. Because he and all his demons.
Yes, sir. That's right. Man.
Our enemy, he wants to destroy our testimony. Our enemy, he wants to destroy our witness. He don't want to People don't know that you're a prisoner. But as a prisoner, even as a prisoner, even in my mess, or even when I may fall to some type of temptation, fall to some type of wicked desire, even as a prisoner, I may fall to some type of temptation.